Hey, welcome back to this playthrough of Fontenoy, and we're starting with an allied activation. I've actually taken the liberty of putting out a lot of activation markers, my own black markers here too, because it's getting a little bit confusing on the side of the board to see exactly where everything is. And there's one unit actually here, also belonging to Molkte's command, but this guy is out of command because, let's see if I can find that. Yeah, so he will have his own white marker instead. So Molkte is here, and if I trace, he can trace through the roads, but then there's a non-activated unit in the way which costs 2 movement points, the command range points, so I can't reach all the way here, and either way I go. So he's out of command, and if a unit is out of command, not a command leader, then that unit actually has half of the movement points, and also cannot rapid march, nor can he enters enemy zone of control. Also a correction from the last video when I lost a French leader here in this cavalry combat that routed this Hanoverian cavalry. When you lose a leader, you actually get a replacement leader, and importantly, this leader, Langueron, he was a wing leader that was worth quite a lot of loss points. So if you look at the chart for the French, you can see that Langueron is worth 7 loss points. So I have to check off 7 losses for the French. So not very good to lose the leaders, but I draw this replacement leader, Lavien, who, oh, that's pretty good. He has a -5. No close combat modifiers though. And you put this one under the actual wing leader. And when you replace a wing leader, you get the higher command range. So this one still has a command range of 6. So now let's activate Molkte's command. And my thought here is that these English troops kind of need some help here, I think, from some cavalry. And of course I could continue to move here, but I think I will actually try to send some cavalry down here and maybe try to charge down here. So I'll withdraw a little bit, and in particular this guy who is disordered, he will check for disorder recovery first, and he fails. Definitely fails. It's 17, unless this is a very good unit. No, he's still shaken disordered, and so I'm going to try to move him here. So actually I can't do that because he's disordered, so his movement allowance is halved, and they can't back up if they're disordered. So I think I will just leave this one here, but I will start firing instead. So since they are disordered, they can only fire out with 2 strength points, and that's multiplied by the allied so this a Dutch unit. So he gets there are two different multipliers. He's a musketeer, so that's only times 3, so 6 total. Let's fire on this one. Now fire on that one. 80. It's 6. The defensive value is 10, so it's 1 to 2. And it's a return fire. So these guys will fire back, or this guy will fire back, sorry. He has still 2 strength points left, so let's see. Let's roll first. 34, that won't give any effect. Okay, that's... so maybe I will stay with these ones. And just try to move these guys up. So we have an artillery piece here with an arc, firing arc for minimum. So I think I will move 1, try to move there, 2, let's see when they fire. 55, I don't think that's anything. 1, 2, 3. And this guy will move. One, 2, 3. So moving through the town in line. Oh, for cavalry it's 3. No, wait, that's town. So village, it's 3. It's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. And disorder check. Yep, they pass. This guy that's in line will move 1, 2. Then they get fired upon here. 46, no, that's no effect. And this guy, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6 to also spread out the line. Now actually these are cavalry units, so the French could have countercharged, or not countercharge, opportunity charged when these guys moved into range 2. They would have countercharged here, for example, but I think the French will not do that in this case. I don't know if that's, but yeah, they won't do the counter opportunity charge. This guy will stay. And these guys will also stay. Now this out of command unit will try to get closer to Molkta. One, two. That's not great. It's sort of blocking these guys. I think they will go 1, 2, 3. And Mokta himself will... It's good to stay on the road, I guess. So he's drawing command from Koenigsegg over here. I'll put him here. Okay. Now we're gonna do some charges. Okay, so let's do the morale checks. Start here. 42. Yep, he passes. This guy. 82, he passes. And this guy. 21. No. They fail. Maybe I should have put these guys on top. Well, they were the same. Too scary. Now they're gonna get shot at instead. Okay. So we have 2 charges still going here. Now before I start with my charge, let me just double check the Austrian charge range. Well, the Austrians actually have a charge range of 2, so never mind. These were Austrians. Oh, not that one. So this one, I think the French will do a reaction move here. And facing change like that. So they have to roll for disorder with a plus 10 because they spent 1 movement point. 47. They pass. Now I do the charge. This guy and both of these units can reaction, but they won't. Okay. Now we do the individual combat. And I will start with this one, because he can only attack that unit, and if he is successful, this guy can attack that one alone, doesn't have to fight both of these. And so we do a defender morale check. 38, he passes. And defensive fire, he doesn't have any defensive fire capability because it's a cavalry. And now we do the close combat, and there's no leaders to add. I'll just roll and see if I get a special result. So I got 9 for the allies and 3 for the French. No special results, so we have to calculate the strength values. So it's 6 to 6. This one is a light cavalry. It has a movement of 7. And it only has 1. This one is heavy cavalry and +4. So the attacker gets +1 for being light cavalry, and they charged 1 hex, so that's +1, so they're up to 9 for the die, 10, 11 for being light cavalry, 12 for 1 charge range. And there's no terrain or anything like that, and no disorder or anything. So they're up to 12. The French have 3 on the die, and they have 4 on the actual unit, so that's up to 7. They are medium or heavy cavalry, so they get +2 more, so that's up to 9. So the allies have an advantage of 3, 12 to 9. So 3 on the 1-to-1 column. 3 on the 1-to-1 column is morale check. So they both have to check their morale, starting with the worst unit, which is the Austrian unit. And they fail. So they rout. And because they've routed because of a failed morale check, they lose 1 strength point. Oh dear. This is not going well. I think the second close combat will be actually we do the designations first. So actually this guy doesn't have to attack both of these, because this gun is being attacked by another one, so he will only have to attack this unit actually. And yeah, because you declare that before we do the individual combats. But this guy is definitely routed. So 6 hexes, I guess this way, towards their edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have a second close combat here with possible special result. No special result. 4 for the, this time, English cavalry, and 3 for the French. Oh, sorry, Dutch cavalry. So we have, I think this, because everything is so tied, it will be a morale check for both of these. So first the Dutch one, he fails. He rolled a 7, and the same here will also, he will run away. Well, he has to run, he can't run this way because he has to run away this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because he routed the way because of failed morale, he also loses his strength point. And the French are happy with that. They didn't even become disordered. Small correction here. When these Hanoverian, or actually Austrian units, cavalry units, routed away, since these units are cavalry, they actually have to, if they had an attacking unit in the front hex, they actually have to advance after combat. So they have to advance after combat and turn in a direction that allows for pursuit. So this guy who is pursuing the guy that ran away this way, and this guy has to remain faced like that. So I will actually, now there will be pursuit, so I'm considering actually not following through with this pursuit, so I will try to roll for recall for this one. And then I just have to roll a disorder check and see. I got 31, and there are no applicable modifiers in this case. The only applicable modifiers are if you already expended pursuit points, or if you're in an enemy zone of control. So this guy has a efficiency rating of, I think it was 25, so he passes. And he can just stay there. This guy has to try to pursue. If I don't recall, but I will try to recall now. And he is in an enemy zone of control as well, so actually, even if he pursues, he will have to stay in this hex because he is both in an enemy zone of control and has an enemy unit in his own zone of control. So it's just a disorder check, and he passes, so he's not disordered. Even with a plus 10, I rolled a 53, and he has 25 plus 10 for being in an enemy zone of control. So that was it for that correction. And that's it. Let's roll and see if we end the turn now. It's a special result for the allies. Okay, it's command lethargy for the allies. So the other player, the French player, picks one of the commands that is activated with half movement points, with no rapid march or close combat allowed. I don't think there are many allied activations left, actually. I think the only thing that they can actually activate is this unit here. This is not an independent unit. He belongs to the cavalry command over here, so he has to roll for initiative anyways. But now he's just rolling to negate this with a 3. He rolls a 3, so they don't have to do that. And now we roll for initiative again. and it's a 10. So the enter marker reaches the end of the turn track, and there will be no more normal activations. You could do limited activations, and limited activations only allow movement along a road. Now we have one detachment here from, well, not detachment in the sense of the rules, but these guys are moving from Fontenoy, and they can do their road column movement, so I think they will just move up here as far as they can, and then we do all the rally. So when you walk along the road with the road column, you pay half per road hex, and you don't pay any facing changes. So, and in fact this is a major road, so you only pay a third, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just move up everything here after this unit. So now I will roll for first roll for all the shaken results and see if they return to good morale, and then I will roll for all the routed units, and the routed units can actually, if they fail to route, if they fail they stay routed, but if you fail and roll under the printed value, they actually lose a strength point and route again. And if they can't route further, so they reach the map edge or impassable terrain, they lose extra strength points per hex they could not route. And whenever you rally from a route, you have plus 15. So this guy, for example, would have to roll more than 38 to return to good morale, and if he rolls 23, he would actually route again and lose strength points, so, or less. So I will just do that, and then I will tell you what happened for all the units. Okay, so I got some average results here. Both the French cavalry stacks routed again. We had one of the Hanoverian cavalry stacks routing again, this one rallying, although I think this one only has 1 or 2 strength points left. 2 strength points left. Sorry, up here. And then we removed some shaken markers, and one of the cavalry units that just got routed managed to rally, but the other one routed again, and notably the some French infantry here routed again. One of the Irish, the wild geese, managed to rally, and the English infantry here managed to rally actually. And I think that was it. So what will happen now is that I will reset all the finished markers, unflip all the leaders, and also then the next time we will roll for our army morale. So depending on all the losses, because we're now going for turn 11 o'clock, and then we'll see when you start a 0-0 turn, you have to check army morale, and that depends on the losses, so we'll do that next time. Okay, bye.